So after configuring the unit test job and the code coverage job that are part of the test stage, now we will move to the Docker stage and we will set up the Docker build job to build our Docker image. So we will create a new job. We will call it Docker build. The job will be part of the Docker stage. So we have to set the stage keyword to Docker. Here, because we will build our Docker image, so the job image has to be set to Docker. And for the script section, here we will first of all execute the Docker build command to build the Docker image. So here we will give this name to the Docker image. So we will define the Docker username as a variable /react. And we will tag the image using the image version variable that we will define later. And here we specify the path to the Docker file that will be created at the root of the repository. So here we will create a new file. We will call it Docker file, where we will put the instructions needed to be executed to build the Docker image. So here, first of all, we define the base image. So we will use the node alpine Docker image. And then we specify the working directory. And then we will copy the package.json file. And then we will install the dependencies using the npm install command. And next, we will copy the remaining files needed for the application, then exposing the port of the dev server, and finally starting the application using the npm run command. Okay, so this Docker file will be used by the Docker build command to build the Docker image. And after building the Docker image, here we will execute the Docker images command to list the available images. So now we have to define these variables, the Docker username variable and the image version variable. So here we will add a variables section. I will set the Docker username to my Docker username. And for the image version variable, I will set it to a value coming from a predefined variable, which is the CI pipeline ID. So when executing the Docker build command, so the Docker username will be replaced by this value, which is my Docker username. And for the image version, it will be replaced by the value of the predefined variable called CI pipeline ID. But here for the Docker build command, because we will need the Docker daemon to build the Docker image, here we have to add the services section, because in addition to the Docker image, which is the job image, we will need another container having the Docker daemon to build our Docker image. So here we will need a service, and the image that we will use here is the Docker in Docker image. So using the services keyword, GitLab will create a container using the Docker in Docker image, and this container will be available for the job image to execute the Docker build command and build our Docker image. So the Docker container created using the job image, so this Docker image, will tag to the container created using the service Docker image, which is the Docker in Docker image, and ask him to execute this command, the Docker build command, and build our Docker image. Okay. Finally, here we have to set the dependencies keyword to an empty array to avoid downloading the artifacts stored by the previous jobs. Okay. So here, if we search for the dependencies keyword, so here we find that we can use the dependencies keyword to define the list of specific jobs to fetch artifacts from. Okay. And when the dependencies keyword is not defined in a job, all jobs in earlier stage are considered dependent, and the job fetches all artifacts from those jobs. So if we don't set the dependencies keyword here, the Docker build job will fetches the artifacts stored by the previous jobs. And here, the dependencies keyword can be set either to the names of jobs from where we want to fetch artifacts, or it can be set to an empty array to configure the job to not download any artifact. Okay, and that's what we want for the Docker build job, so that's why we set it to an empty array. So now let's commit the changes and see the execution of the pipeline, and we will focus on the execution of the Docker build job. So for the commit message, so we have added the Docker build job. So now the changes was committed successfully. So let's go back here to the pipelines. So here we see that a new pipeline was triggered. So now we have two stages. We have the test stage and the Docker stage. So now the Docker build job was completed successfully. Let's explore its execution and verify if the Docker image was built successfully. So here the job starts first of all by preparing the executor. So first of all, it starts the service using the Docker in Docker image, and then it moves to the job image, which is the Docker image. And if we go here to the step script stage, so it starts by executing the Docker build command. So here it pulls first of all the base image defined using the from instruction, and then it specified the working directory using the work dir as we specified in the Docker file. And then it moves to the copy instruction and then installing the dependencies using the npm install command, and finally copying the remaining file of the application to the Docker image. And finally here it gives a name to our Docker image as we specified in the Docker build command. And after finishing executing the Docker build command, so it executes the Docker images command to list the available Docker images. And here we see that we have only one image, which is the image built using the Docker build command. So here it gives us the name of the image, the ID, and the size of the image. So our Docker image was built successfully by GitLab CI. In the next lecture, we will set up another job to test the application running in the image. So we will create a Docker container using the created Docker image, and we will check if the application running inside the Docker container is working as expected or not. So that's all for now. Thank you very much, and we will continue in the next lecture.